Okay, so we're getting closer now. We've got something that's, at least in terms of content, if not visual appeal, is got pretty much the components we want there. We still have to address this assignment worksheet. So you've got access to this document. I've linked it also again down in the contents in the comments below if you're doing it on YouTube, or it's in the learning management system if you're doing it in our learning management system. But the assignment here has issues, right? So if I just get this assignment, one, I have to kind of think what the instructions were. The questions are really bad. Okay, they're just bad because they don't really do anything to connect with the content. So we need to fix the questions, and we need to kind of clarify what the instructions are. One of which is going to be like, how do I submit this to the teacher when I'm done? So let's start taking these in a little bit one at a time. So in this first things I'm thinking about, I do want to add a title again. So this time we've got dopamine, social media, cell phones, written assignment. So they know the difference between this one and the previous one. I've added some instructions. These are a little bit different. These are specific instructions on what things I want them to do with the questions. And I've got a little touch of cognitive presence in here. So here's the things I want them to do. To complete this assignment, write a paragraph or two in response to each of the following prompts. So again, I want to tell them how much I'm expecting to see from them. I don't want one-word answers. I need to tell them that. I would probably do that in a classroom experience. It's an easy thing to leave off in distance learning. It's important to get there. Now, the cognitive thing I want them to look at is like, how are they going to score well on this? Questions 1 and 3 don't have correct answers. So I'm looking for reflection and thought. But the question the student's probably going to ask them, well, like, okay, how do I do well on this? Kids are often, at this level, are often processing, how do I get the right grade? To score higher, I'm looking for depth and thought in answers. I also should add that I probably would add to this assignment, in our learning management system, it's obvious, but I would probably add to this assignment as well how many points this is. So let's just kind of actually add this piece in right now. Let's just say, whatever it's going to be, it kind of makes your own system. But that's helpful because students are often, that's their currency. That's going to help them gauge what the expectations are. So matching that all up can be helpful from a learning experience. So let's just add the value of the value of the assignment, as much as I don't necessarily like that. Now I've got instructions here on what to do. So share this document with me. I would add my email address if I were just doing this in Google Docs. If you're doing it in Classroom or a learning management system or paper, that sentence is going to be very different. And then once you've completed your answers and shared this document with, you're done. You might say that was already on the previous page. Yeah, but kids forget stuff. And one of the things it's done is put the information where they're going to be using it. So I'm putting it here again. And see you tomorrow, and I look forward to reading your answers. So this basically just kind of outlines the task a little bit more. And again, you might be thinking, wow, this is so much work. Most of this stuff I can reuse over and over and over again. I can probably just tweak this. I might take out this part, and this like cognitive presence is going to be different. That means the next time I use this, I might only be fixing 1 or 2 sentences. I might even just be taking them out. So again, the idea, the first time it's going to take time, and it gets faster and faster as you do this more. So let's go back to the sample distance learning assignment here and add those components in. Add in a title for the assignment section, add in some instructions on how to submit it and what things you might want to have in context, cognitive presence. And if you want to add a point value, you could add a point value as well. Once you're done with that, let's come back and go to the next section. We're almost there. We're about 75–80% of the way through. I've only got a few more little things to do, and then we're all wrapped up. So good work so far. Keep it up, and I'll see you in the next video.